Today I'm going to show you how we're planning for Black Friday across a portfolio of 25 e-commerce brands that are going to spend a total of $40 million over the holiday period. I'm going to show you the exact creatives that worked for us last year, what we're planning to do this year, and how you can maximize your ad performance in Q4. And for those who don't know me, I'm Alex Cooper. I run a performance creative agency called Adcrate, and I make content on creative strategy, helping you make better ads. So the best place to start when thinking about Q4 performance is to look back at what's worked in previous years. So I'm going to pull up a few reports that we use at Adcrate to formulate our strategy for Q4, starting with this top Q4 ad types in 2023. This is done inside of Motion, which I would highly recommend if you're not already using. We've categorized all of our ads from November and December last year into different buckets, and it's very easy for me to work out what I want to invest and not invest in this year by looking at this data. For example, I can conclude that it's probably not worth investing a lot into high production like we did last year, but it didn't perform that well. Whereas the evergreen stuff on the video and static side that we didn't do too much of performed very, very well inside this account. So I could take that resource that we were going to use for high production and just pump it into more BAU, like good evergreen assets that we want to produce. Offer ads did all right for this account. We've got some accounts where offer ads are the best performers by far, and that varies on a brand by brand basis and also is massively dependent on the offer that you're running. But it's really useful to be able to have this data so that you can know where to invest in and where not to invest in over Q4. Another report that I'm interested in is the top Q4 ad angles of the prior year. So this is one of our clients, The Perfect Gene, and I've just compared the effectiveness of our evergreen angles, like things like, big guys love these jeans, stop wearing uncomfortable jeans, these are the stretchiest jeans ever, to the more holiday related, offer-based stuff and gifting stuff. Gifting has worked well in this account, so I'd definitely do more of that. Again, offer-based stuff has worked well, and actually big guys, which is an angle that didn't really work for us in the first 3 quarters of last year, shot up over the holidays. Not quite sure why that was, but that's something that we'll want to think about in our strategy going forward for this year as well. The third report that I like using for my Q4 strategy is the top Q4 ads of the prior year. And the reason that I love this report is because when you're doing strategy for Q4, it's not rocket science. You don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. In many cases, you're better off iterating on concepts and ideas that have worked rather than trying to come up with new, unproven ideas for your ads. And this is great because you can take your top performers from last year and number one, turn them back on if they've been turned off throughout the year because you want to capitalize on that higher buying intent window. But number two, take them and literally give them to new creators to re-record. Take that same message, that same idea, and just by someone having a different demographic or a different take or a different style in how they present that ad. We've had so many scenarios in which we've taken top performers, got them re-recorded over the holiday season, and we've seen more winners come from that. So you can literally take your best ads, go and get someone to re-record them, and run those as ads throughout November and December. And finally, we have our 2024 year-to-date report. Now, once again, you're going to get a load of these re-recorded, but the reason that I use this report is predominantly so that we can add offers to these top performers. Add text overlays, add stickers, add bars, but we will get onto that in a moment. But this is also a very useful report that I use when I'm doing my strategy. And here's one more report that I want you guys to run in advance of the holiday season, and that is the audience breakdown inside of Meta. Now, a lot of you guys watching this may well have a strong gifting angle for Q4, and if that is the case, then you want to check the breakdowns of gender delivery. We have a couple of accounts that are predominantly male or very highly skew male throughout the year. And then when the gifting season comes around, that completely flips on its head. And that's important information for me to know because now when we're doing our strategy and when we're working with creators, we want to involve more female creators in these ads around this time of year because that's who the ads are being delivered to. We are marketing a male's product where we're saying, I got this from my husband, or I got this from my partner, I got this from my dad, or whatever that is. And I've also seen businesses that don't really have too much of a gifting angle during the holiday season have audience breakdowns different to what else they have throughout the year. So it's very important to check your audience breakdowns, see who's getting your ads at this time of year, and then use that in your strategy when you're thinking about what kind of creators that you're working with. Looking back at prior years is a great starting point, but inherently the caveat with this data is that we don't know what we don't know. So if there is something that we haven't tried before, it's not going to show up in these reports. So what I also want to think about is like, what have we not done yet? What's something new that we could try? And dedicate about 10% of your time and resources towards that. Putting a creative brainstorm for your team, just think about what new angles, what new ideas can we do? Look, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is not the time where you want to be testing a lot of new assets, but you don't just want to be iterating on stuff that's worked. You want to come up with new ideas and do new things because, like we've always said in this channel, like it might not work 7 or 8 times out of 10, but the 1 or 2 times that it does work, it may go and become that top performer inside the ad account and change your Black Friday. Okay, let's talk creative now, and I'm going to get to the offer-based creative in a moment, but first I want to talk about non-offer-based creative. Like I showed you in that example account a moment ago, there are many ad accounts where over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the stuff that works best is just evergreen, normal BAU creative. So please, for the love of God, whatever you do, do not turn off your evergreen ads just to run sale ads. It is the stupidest thing that I see advertisers do every single year at Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Keep them on, run sale ads as well. Like, I'm not saying don't do that, but do not turn off the stuff that has worked for you, because that stuff very often does work over Black Friday, Cyber Monday too. So let me show you an example of an ad that worked really well for one of our clients last year over the holidays.
Babe, what is this?
Oh my gosh, you saw that?
Oh.
I mean, it was for you anyway, so just go ahead and open it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it came so fast.
Licorice?
This is like the one thing I bought from an ad that I'm so excited for you to try.
Yeah, literally. Whoa, I can like smell the licorice from here. Oh, wow. That's soft. Probably the best licorice I've ever had, actually. I like the texture on that.
I had such a hard time deciding on which one to go with because they have over 50 flavors online.
50?
50 flavors.
And you've only got me 6 here? Okay.
Honestly, such a great gift. Like, you're not gonna find licorice like this anywhere else.
Join the licorice fun at licorice.com.
Wait, those are for family sharing. You cannot just take them off.
And by the way, there is absolutely nothing stopping every single person who's watching this video who has some kind of gifting angle, ripping this ad, taking it and giving it to 5 different creators or 5 different couples or 5 different families and saying, here is our product. Go and record you giving it to your partner or your dad or your grandmother or whatever and get their actual authentic reaction. If you do that 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, you are going to find some winning ads because this is relatable content in November and December. You don't want to show in December people outside in the pool and out in bikinis. You want to show things that they relate to. They relate to shared experiences, they relate to giving, they relate to family. The other thing that I want to note that may be contributing to why this ad did so well in the holiday season but didn't do well outside the holiday season is that in November and December and any promotional period really, people are being sold hard in every single ad on their feed. So just by doing something different, something organic, something that doesn't feel like an ad, I know we talk about this all the time, but even more so during the promotional periods, you can really stand out. So doing things like this, doing things like group taste tests or group tries, or do this in a group of 4 or 5. Do this as a family. Like if you have some kind of gifting angle, get people to react authentically. ASMRs are another great example of organic content. Can really make you stand out. And we're going to be doing a lot of these this year in preparation for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Right, let's talk offer-based ads. And I have a slightly contrarian take when it comes to offer-based creative in Q4. And that's that I don't think you need to go and spend 5, 10K on a seasonal shoot. I don't even think you need to go and shoot assets specifically for Black Friday, unless you are a massive brand who spends a lot on paid social, which most people watching this aren't. I just think that you should try and make things that are as evergreen as possible. So if they do work over the holidays, we don't have to turn them off. We can scale them into December, throughout Christmas, and hopefully beyond that. But if I did have to make offer-based creative, which in many accounts we do, the way that I like to do it is this. I like to take assets that have already proven and already worked inside the ad account and just iterate on them. Like very, very simple stuff. I'm going to put up a bunch of examples that I've got on foreplay here, but this is how I go about it when I'm making offer-based ads. So there are so many things that we can do here. We can add Black Friday, Cyber Monday stickers, like it's ad from True Classic. We can take our best performing ads and we can add bars at the top, Black Friday sale, 20% off, buy one, get one free, whatever your offer is. Here's another version of it in 9x16, just having a animated offer along the top here. You can add it as text, like this ad from Cut. Black Friday, 30 to 60% off site-wide. Nothing crazy here, just very simple, clear, bold headlines of exactly what your offer is. Add it as native text overlays, like again, this ad from Cuts, Black Friday sale at the top, 36% off site-wide. Probably not the best example because this probably gets cut off by the safe zone on the Instagram UI, but nonetheless, you can still have it as a text overlay in your creatives. Or one of my favorite applications of this is this ad from Dr. Squatch, where you take your top performers and you actually green screen over them, get someone to like basically commentate on your top performing ads, which is very interesting. Then they can mention your offer or talk about you got 25% off, buy one, get one free, etc., etc. This way, we can make seasonal ads without having to go and like invest a lot of time or money into assets that are only going to be relevant for a few weeks, a month, 2 months maximum. We can get the same benefits just in way less time. And if it doesn't work, then we didn't spend too long on it. So it doesn't really matter. What I also love doing is adding holiday specific hooks to the front of our top performers. So let me show you one ad that worked really well for a brand called Opapop last year. And we just took one of our top performers and did exactly this.
The perfect gift to get this year.
My boyfriend just made the biggest mistake because how is he ever going to top this?
This is the best popcorn ever, and it comes from opopop.com.
This
is where the ads are.
delicious. This is from Opop. It's like super fresh. Oh, it's so good.
This is the best popcorn I've ever had in my life. Hands down!
This is better than the movie theaters, dude.
I know.
It gets better with each popcorn. Okay, I'm already addicted. We need to buy more.
Plus, their sampler pack comes with 7 different flavors to experiment with what you like. It's the perfect gift this holiday season. Shop now at opopop.com.
Yeah, I mean, mashups work really well during the holidays, conveying a lot of trust, a lot of social proof. But yeah, this flow we've used in multiple accounts. Like this is the perfect gift. And this line as well, I really shouldn't be giving this away, and the Adcrate team will not be happy with me. Oh, my insert relationship just made the biggest mistake because how is he going to top this? Or like put it through GPT and you'll get 50 different variations of this. Like my grandma, my dad, my relationship, whatever. My ex just made the biggest mistake because how he's going to top this as a hook, as a lead into an ad. And then we have, this is the best popcorn ever, and it comes from overpop.com, and then it leads into the ad. And like there's so many holiday specific hooks that you can make similar to this. You could make, this is the best gift ever, like you just saw there. If you suffer from neuropathy, you need this Black Friday deal from brand. I've even seen ads where people like literally write the offer on the wall and then just go straight into the ad. Like there's so many different ways that you can add hooks to the start and make holiday ads without having to make full holiday ads. So not a lot of time, but you still get the benefit of having holiday ads. And yeah, this ad crushed in the account last year, and many others like it, following the same structure that works very well as well. When it comes to statics, I'll show you a few examples of ads that we like to run. If you're running kits, just a picture of the kit, you'd be surprised in how many accounts these actually crush, especially if you've got like seasonal packaging around it. They do very well. Something that I shit on for the first 9 or 10 months of the year but tends to do pretty well at the end of the year is the trending format statics. For example, I thought this was a very good example from the team at Hamby Media. So shout out to Lucas and them. This text message format, which hasn't really performed in ad accounts before, but I've seen a few examples of this at Black Friday. Just simple, like guess what? Biggest Black Friday deal, Essence Vault, buy one, get one free. And that's it. Like very simple. And once again, I love what they've done at the bottom here with the social proof, conveying trust, conveying a lot of press hits and further social proof. So they're great. I mean, Apple Notes as well, obviously, is something that was very popular last year. I've seen a couple of these do well at Black Friday as well. So thinking about what trending formats for statics that you tried throughout the year that you can try again with your Black Friday, Cyber Monday offer. What I don't want to see, guys, is any of this. Unless you are a brand as big as Laura Geller, and 99.9% of you watching this are not, please don't run this. Please don't run a ad that gives people no reason to click through other than the discount. If you're going to do something like this, show the product or give them a couple of features or benefits to give them a reason to click through if they're not fully aware of what your brand is and how you can benefit them. 99% of brands cannot get away with this, but yet so many brands seem to run this stupid type of static. And I may be wrong, but like these have never performed in most of the accounts that we see, minus the massive brands that already have the brand awareness to be able to pull something like this off. So please don't run ads like this. I want to see big, bold headlines. You don't need to do a lot of selling here. Benefits point outs are great, but I wouldn't go any more detailed than that. We're just capitalizing on pent-up demand over the last 9 or 10 months. So keep it simple. Throw some of these in if you are running Black Friday, Cyber Monday offers. Yeah, see how they perform against the evergreen creative. And on offers, I mean, we can talk about the ads all day, but at the end of the day, it is really all about the offer. The better your offer is, the less good your marketing needs to be. And this isn't a video about whether you should do discounts or whether you should do free shipping thresholds or whether you should do buy one, get one, whatever. I was watching the marketing operators talk at the Motion Summit recently, and I think Cody from Jones Road Beauty made a great point that we've seen backed up by offers that we've run in our ad accounts over the last few years. You want to think about what you can offer in your kit or bundle that's exclusive. Like, what can they not get at any other time of year? Whether that be, special products or seasonal packaging or like gift wrapping, but just how many exclusive things can we pack into this to increase the value rather than just slashing the price on our products. And as far as other tips go for the holiday period, do make sure you have congruency between your ads and your landing page. If you are mentioning an offer in the ad, please make sure that that offer is clear as soon as they click onto the landing page. Do make sure that before the holiday period, you type in your card details and actually go through your funnel, find out what annoys you and what you don't like and what you'd find frustrating if you were a customer. Do use motion because it makes it so much easier to make data-driven decisions like the ones that we showed earlier on. And don't overcomplicate things. Don't overcomplicate your offer, don't overcomplicate your user experience, and don't overcomplicate your ads. That's all I've got for you today. If you did enjoy this video and you want to learn more creative strategy, click the video here or somewhere on the screen. Like, subscribe, do that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.